Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. Today I want to show you a couple of accessories that I got off of the Obsession website for my Obsession Fixation XP. You notice these match the bow. These are in Last Leaf Redemption, the camo pattern I have in my bow. I've got a quiver, which is the Obsession Pro Quiver, and I also have a stabilizer. So we're going to show you the quiver first, and we'll show you the stabilizer as well. And I may even run down a few features of this Smackdown that I've got on here too. So this is the Obsession Pro Quiver. This is a 5-arrow quiver. This has an aluminum design to it. It has a hanger up here on top that you can attach it or detach it, however you want to do it. I like to take my quiver off when I get to the stand, and I like to hang it up. So I really like that feature there as well. It's got a quick, easy detachment right here. You just flip that up, slide it off. It's got a stop on here, so you put it back on here, flip it down, and you're locked on. Again, this is all nice, lightweight aluminum. This is a 5-arrow quiver. Does multiple different kinds of sizes of arrow. These are deer crossing SD small diameter arrows that I use to hunt with. And this has a really cool system here. I'm going to slide this bow up and show you how you detach your arrows on here. You can see you got 3 grippers on here. One sticks up and flares out, and the other 2 are a little lower. So what you do is you just push that one with your thumb and roll that thing right out. I'm going to show you the inside of the hood too, because it does a really good job of capturing these broadheads. And you can see there, really nice and really quiet. So you can see too that I have this thing mounted up at an angle. You can mount this thing up. You can change a lot of how this bow sets up, or how this quiver sets up on your bow with your mounting bracket. You can see rather than just having 2 holes, this is actually slotted, so I'm able to put this on there at whatever angle I want. This is also ambidextrous, so you can use this on a left or right-handed bow. So really, really nice to be able to use it either way. So let's get back to the bow here again. The attachment here that you put to your mount on the actual bow part has 3 bolts right here in the back of it. You just loosen those up and you can slide this up and down. You can loosen those up and you can also put them down here, so you can have that movement there as well. So you can move this quite a bit and get it in that perfect position that you want, especially if you're a guy who shoots with your quiver on when you hunt, or when you're just out shooting. You know, it's really important to be able to customize this thing however you want to. So I'm going to take these arrows out here real quick and get this thing up here and show you this hood. This hood is really nice molded plastic. This is a molded hood. It is a tough, resilient, scratch-free. You can see there. This thing is pretty tough, and that's a sharp broadhead. So pretty tough. I'm taking off some plastic, but no damage to the actual hood. So that's a pretty impressive, tough hood. Of course, it's got the Obsession logo on it right there as well too. Super quiet, nice hunting design for this quiver. So you can see here, I'm going to show you inside of this hood, if I can show you there and get the camera to focus on there. You can see how the slots are shaped where you're going to put your broadheads. Those are shaped for just about any kind of broadhead that you can imagine. And the broads that I had in here are 2 different hybrid designs. One is the Battle Axe, I believe, and the other one is I don't even know what the other one is, but they're both an expandable hybrid design with a fixed blade on the front and expandable blades that deploy toward the rear. So this has the shape that allows you to put just about any of those in there, and it cradles them and keeps them from moving around. You heard how quiet that thing was. And the red that you're seeing in there is a foam. So when you push this in there, rather than just having plastic in there to hold this in shape or in position like a lot of them do, it has a soft foam underneath it. So that makes it nice and quiet as well. So that is a really cool quiver. Detaches, looks fantastic on this bow. Detaches quick, detaches easy. If you're the kind of guy that shoots with this on, you can balance it out, you can change it, you can move it around, you can do all different kinds of stuff with it. And it's a super quiet bow, or quiet quiver as well. So let's talk about the stabilizer real quick. Okay, so this is the Obsession Pro Stabilizer, and you can see this matches my bow. This is in the Last Leaf camo. This has some really good design to it. It's not your standard stabilizer. It just has, you know, aluminum or metal and then a dampener on the end of it. This one actually has a lot of thought put into it. You're going to see this has a honeycomb design to it, and what these are is these honeycomb chambers are going to help with sound and vibration dampening. So you have those on there as well with that shape. That's going to help you help dampen some vibration and sound. It's also going to help. I like to put mine up and have wind pass through it so it doesn't want to push near as bad. Now these two honeycombs up here have rubber dampeners in them, so as the vibration passes through, that rubber on there is going to absorb that. This is made out of a CNC machined aluminum, really high quality aluminum. On the end of it here you have a vibration dispersing cap is what they call it, and it's really cool. You can take that thing off, you can just slide it off just like that, and here you have two 1 ounce weights, so you can take both of those weights off of there if you want a lighter stabilizer. But I also noticed that this is threaded quite a bit further on out, so if you want to, you could probably add one, maybe two more of those. You might get two of those on there, but probably at least one more. So if you want to add a little bit more weight on there, you know, you got two 1 ounce counterweights you can take off, or you can add some more. Take them off, loosen that nut and take them off, and then you can put your cap right back on there. No tools required to make that change. Again, this is a 6-inch stabilizer with a really cool design to it, really cool look to it, and it matches this bow really good and looks really cool on there as well, and does a job of vibration dampening and stabilizing as well. So that is the Obsession Pro stabilizer. Matches the bow and looks really cool on there as well. Okay, so the last thing we want to talk about here is the rest. This is the Trophy Taker Smackdown. This is a micro adjustable rest. You have clicks on each side. You have windage and elevation marks. So this is a really nice, quiet, durable rest. I've been shooting this thing on this bow the whole time, and when it came in, I actually this thing was already installed on the bow when it came in. You saw in the opening video, the package box opening, that it was already on there. I actually took the cord off of the limb. This is a limb driven rest. I took the cord off the limb so I could get a little chance to time this thing. Super easy to time. It was really easy to time. I had no issues tuning it. I had no issues with interference or slapping or anything like that. It falls down, gets out of the way really quickly, and it is easy to adjust. All you have to do is loosen this bolt to change this thing in and out, and you got a ton of adjustment there. And on the top you have a bolt here, and you have several different holes there that you can, or on the side, I'm sorry, that you can put it in. And whenever you want to adjust this, you can just loosen those bolts up, micro adjust that thing right where you want it, and you're set. You're good and ready to get your rest sighted in, or rest tuned in. It also has this nut right here, or bolt right here on the side. You can take that bolt when you're adjusting down there. You can tie your loop down there. You can bring it up around here. You can loosen that bolt, wrap it around there, pull this thing tight to time it, and you can put that bolt on there, tighten it back down to adjust it. So it's really easy to adjust and really easy to tune. It also is covered in a good thick layer of rubber all around the housing. And what I like is down here where the forks are going to slap, you have two knobs, two bumps right down there at the bottom that are just solid rubber. So the bottom's covered in rubber, this whole housing's covered in rubber. When it slaps down against that bottom, it's covered in rubber, so it's going to be really quiet. To load your arrows, you have a flap right here on the side. You're just going to push your arrow right in there and knock it up. So really nice, easy rest from Trophy Ridge, and that is the Smackdown. Again, micro adjustable, really nice rest, and I've had zero issues with it. So let's put all this stuff back on here and let's go shoot a few arrows, just so you can see how this bow sounds and kind of how everything operates. Okay, so on this quiver, you can see the angle that I've got it at. I've got it kicked out probably a little farther than what I'll actually keep it. I'll probably kick it back down a little bit toward the bow a little more, but you can adjust this thing out and kick it out like that if you want it like that, or you can kick it up, you can adjust it up and down. So I'm going to keep this stabilizer, or this quiver, full of arrows, and these all have broadheads on it. So this is going to be just like a hunting scenario. You're going to have a quiver full of arrows and a quiver full of broadheads. Stabilizer, it doesn't really do much in this kind of setup, but you can see it on the bow, I guess. And the rest you're going to see there as the limbs flex up, you're going to see the rest pop up. Mainly in this, I just wanted to see have you guys see this bow with the quiver on it and the stabilizer on it, and kind of see everything in action. So here we go. We'll take a few shots with this thing, and my deer cart is in the way. I gotta move my deer cart. I'll just step back a little bit. So you can see there, still super quiet. I mean, that quiver and this stabilizer don't add a lot of weight to the bow, but it makes it super quiet. Both of them, the quiver doesn't add any noise, and the stabilizer actually eliminates quite a bit of noise. Rest is quiet. I have zero issues with that rest. You know, I have no tuning issues with it. All being rubber, you can hear. Well, if I'd be quiet, shut up. You can hear when I load it, I hit the riser of the bow. No noise at all. Moving around in there, very minimal noise because of all that rubber in there. So, one more arrow here. Alright, so you can see there, super quiet, doesn't add any noise to the bow. The vibration dampening ability of the stabilizer actually takes some out. You can set it up, you can balance it how you want it. The stabilizer balances, adds balance to it, and it looks really good on this bow. You can see overall this bow looks fantastic. You know, just a really sharp looking bow, especially with all the matching accessories on it. So you can check this stuff out at Obsession's website. This is all stuff that's sold on Obsession's website. Again, the Obsession Pro Quiver and the Obsession Pro Stabilizer. You can check those both out there. The rest is a Trophy Taker. You can check that out at Trophy Taker's website. I just want to throw that in there because they were nice enough to put it on there for me when they sent it over, and it is a really good rest. I reviewed one in the past, and they just do a fantastic job. So we'll put links to both of those websites below so you can check those out. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share these videos. Please be sure to follow us on social media under Ike's Outdoors. Appreciate you guys watching.